What do you think are some of the myths about sexuality as we get older that are not true?
You don't have any desire anymore?
Right. Not true. Right?
Not true.
Not true.
That emotion is still there.
Mm-hmm.
That driving force is still there.
But there's some other myths, too. What about the fact that many people feel that sex equals intercourse?
Something very sexual or very sensuous can just be holding hands, to walk. The most touching moment of my life is when I reach out and hold on to Frank.
Yeah, like Mary says, just sometimes a touch. There's times I'll be sitting down or standing out in the back. She'll come and put her arm around my neck, or around my waist, you know, and sort of pull me into a little, and gee, that makes my day, you know.
Have your ideas about sexuality changed over time?
I think it has changed terribly. I think there's just too much on sex, and it just seems to be the backbone of everything and anything. And it's not necessary. If they would sit back and take life a little easier, it would be much more enjoyable. Unfortunately, we don't learn that until we're older.
But as far as sexuality is concerned, I think we live in a wonderful time. And we also live in the time of AIDS, and so I think we have to think about that too, even though you're older. I think one does need to think about that.
Physiologically, there are some changes that happen after menopause and the change of life for men as they get older. Can any of you comment on that, if it's been different for you, or the same, or problematic? Or
I know it's been different for me because I've had quite a few. I had 7 bypass surgery. I'm also a diabetic. I also have arthritis. Doesn't stop me.
I don't even think of myself as 80, really. And I think that's the key to the whole thing.
Right.
A lot of people are old at 65 or even younger.
But I don't think the performance is that important as the underlying. So today you didn't make a big deal.
if you could raise your children again, I wonder, would you teach them differently about sexuality, or would you teach them the same things that you taught them the first time?
I don't think I would be as narrow-minded and as puritanic.
I still, as old as I am, I still have a hard time accepting this living together.
Well, I think that's one of the things that's really changed, because there are older people who are willing to say, well, I'm living with so-and-so. And I think that's really tremendous progress.
I think a lot of couples have lost the feeling of how to really enjoy each other.
Right.
I think that's probably true.
I think that's been lost along the line somewhere from pressures, you know, the outside world pressures or financial, whatever. But I think just the fact that you can really enjoy, and we just feel so happy that we found each other. And for how many years we have left, we can enjoy them, and we want to enjoy them just as full as we possibly can.